Okay, my phone ran out of charge, so I'm going to have to wrap this up pretty quickly. But yes, I was saying, no matter how far you go, no matter how many words you learn, those 20 words out of the 400 that you don't know, the 10% out of the 100% you don't know, the 5% even, it's hard to focus on anything but that, because that's what you have to focus on to overcome it. And the more you whittle it down, the less words you don't know rather, the higher the percentage of your comprehension, the worse it gets, because you're actually looking at more obscure words, you're looking at more difficult stuff. It always gets more difficult, more frustrating. And again, even if you understand 95% of the words in a sentence, there's still thousands upon thousands of more words you need to know, because you can't just struggle along looking at every sentence, every paragraph, every book, only understanding 95% of it. Really struggling with the grammar, with the etymology. And the higher percentage gets, again, it's got diminishing returns. So the first 50% of the words you need to know that you'll see in a sentence could be only a few hundred. But the last 5%, the 5% that you really need to know to become fluent in the language, is thousands upon thousands of words. So the more you know, the lower the returns, the more kind of refined it gets, the more frustrating. So yeah, well, Latin is definitely something that I want to learn up to complete fluency at some point, to where I can read almost any book, or any book, just fluently like I do in English, with absolutely no preparation, with nothing beforehand. I do need to put it down, because it's just becoming up to a point where I'll wake up in the morning, I'm excited to learn it, I'm excited to get into it, and plan to spend several hours on it. Then I spend an hour or even just half an hour on it, and I give up because I can't. It is that it's too difficult, but it's not even that, it's just that it's so frustrating to have to go through each sentence, each paragraph like this, tediously, again and again, monotonously, learning every word, try to understand the grammar, try to understand the etymology, try to translate it. Whether it's, if I did French for example, and I've done a tiny bit of French, and see if I understand every word, it's like snap, 100% I can understand the sentence. Because French, like English, not only is the etymology and the grammar very similar, like English, it follows hard and fast rules. So you're never going to have an instance in French where you're reading a sentence and the verbs are all mixed up, the adjective comes here, the noun comes here. It's all very exact. Like English, it follows a natural flow, and it's very similar to English. So if I understand even most of the words in a French sentence, a very simple one, I can just read it like that. It's that simple.